he composed some of Disney's most iconic songs in Aladdin, The Little Mermaid, Pocahontas and The Hunchback of Notre Dame, to name just a few. Now, legendary composer Alan Menken is back with Beauty and the Beast, starring Emma Watson. And our friend Michael James Scott, who is the genie on stage in Aladdin, took on the role of Studio 10 reporter to catch up with the musical genius for this very special chat.
Hey y'all, it's Michael James Scott, the genie from Disney's Aladdin. And guess what? I'm here in beautiful Melbourne, and boy, do I have a treat for you.
Why? Well, Alibaba had them 40 thieves here, and I had 1,000 tales.
An exclusive interview with the brilliant composer, music maestro, master, Alan Menken. Are y'all ready for this? Come on, let's go.
I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid.
Let me just say, what an honor it is to have you here in Melbourne. It's incredible. We're here on the stage of the beautiful Her Majesty's Theatre, which is where we're about to open Aladdin. How did Aladdin come about?
Aladdin was one of the sort of gateways for Howard and me coming to Disney. It was Mermaid and Aladdin. We started Mermaid first, and very shortly after started work on Aladdin. It went back into development,
yes.
So it went back on the shelf, and then we did Beauty and the Beast in between, and then came back to Aladdin. And of course, when I came back to Aladdin, I had the treasure trove of songs I'd written with Howard, but also I then ended up writing new songs with Tim Rice after Howard passed away, unfortunately.
One jump ahead of the breadline, one swing ahead of the sword. I steal only what I can afford. That's everything.
There was this day called Black Friday when, in fact, the storyline just turned around in animation, and all of a sudden there was no Aladdin's mother. And also the sidekicks were cut.
Yeah.
Babcock, Amar, and Kasim. So therefore, a lot of numbers unfortunately went away, and then
Right.
Tim Rice came in and we wrote A Whole New World and One Jump Ahead.
Take a hint, gotta face the facts. You're my only friend, Abu.
It's a collaboration, obviously, on stage to help bring the show alive every night. And obviously, your collaborations with the great Howard Ashman and Tim Rice and now Chad Begwin on the stage version.
It's all about collaboration for me. I like to be in the room with my writing partner and just have that instant feedback. Howard was a brilliant collaborator. He was not only a lyricist, but also a book writer and a director, and had an incredible sense of style and how we would use style. And so we would really discuss the vocabulary of the song and the moment and the character and answer a ton of questions before I would just, sort of launch it into playing at the piano. So it's that back and forth.
Now I'm in a whole new world with you.
I couldn't quite be in the room with Tim Rice. When I first collaborated with Tim, it was scheduled that I was going to go to London to work with him. I said, I should really do something in advance because I don't want to just show up there and be in his living room pounding away. And I remember getting up middle of the night, and I wrote 3 pieces of music. One was Whole New World, which I wrote to the dummy of The World at My Feet. The world at my feet. And Tim very wisely took that music, but thought, you know what, I don't think feet is necessarily great in the title of a love song.
Mr. Aladdin, sir, what will your pleasure be? Let me take your order, jot it down. You ain't never had a friend like me. No.
I had the honor of doing a little number called Friend Like Me every night, which is the most incredible thing to get to do. Well, thank you. I mean, obviously, it was made famous by the late, great Robin Williams.
Say what you wish, it's yours, true dish, about a little more baklava.
You got the pleasure to work with him, so what was that like?
First of all, I was a huge fan of Robin. My only concern when they said Robin Williams, I said, can he sing like Fats Waller? And everyone said, do you care? He was working on the movie of Hook, and Robin had been spending all day in a harness because in Hook he was flying, and so he was kind of stiff, but coming in and Robin standing by the piano and, singing, well, Alibaba had them. No, well, Alibaba had them. Okay, well, Alibaba had them 40. Came into the studio and sang every note of that and every note of Prince Ali, and then everybody said, okay, are you satisfied? You got the music you want?
Yeah.
Now can we let Robin go and have fun?
All right, how do I look? Like a vampire on a day pass.
You got to see our show today. What did you think?
It's great. There's a genuine chemistry in the cast. I love it. It's the show I wrote But again, you guys have made it your own. The interaction between the three sidekicks, that's great interaction. I spoke to somebody about it. They said, the chemistry's made. They said, these guys actually hang out together.
Yes, they do. They do.
You know, our little Jasmine, she's so sweet. She's got this quirky quality about her that's charming.
Yeah.
Aladdin is wonderful. But I have to say, the man who played the genie, you know, I don't know.
To have you say that means everything to us, and we are, well, you heard it first here at Studio 10. You know, we got the Alan Menken stamp of approval, y'all, down here in Australia.
You ain't never had a friend, never had a friend.
Australia is absolutely amazing. And I was at Uluru, which was mind-blowing for me.
We hope to have you back, sir. Please come back to us. And you know, on behalf of Studio 10 and myself, thank you for taking the time to speak with us. And also, my God, on behalf of millions of people in the world who you have inspired with your body of work, with just the thing that you do in your music, is truly a gift, and it's an honor. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.